Okay. How is everybody? I hope y'all are doing great today. I got some info for y'all. All right. So, I hope y'all had a wonderful Monday already. I got my stuff printing out. It's going a little slow, but I'm just waiting for my peeps over here on YouTube and Facebook to come on in. So, hold 1 second. Let me make sure we got everything copacetic over here because I want this night to go smooth. Okay. So anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful start to your week. Y'all know, I guess I'm gonna clear up some confusion. We have some people been asking some questions about stuff y'all been hearing on the news. So I'm gonna try to hopefully help explain all that. Okay, I don't see my people over here. Okay, hey Chantel. Okay, good. I'm glad. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me in TikTok land? Somebody say yes if you can. I would appreciate that. Well, hey, Shalita, say hey to me first before you start with the questions. Oh, you did. Okay. Well, I'm going to answer that in just a second. Okay. Thank you, TH86. All right. Let me get my stuff out the printer real quick and I'll be right back. All right. All right. So, a little couple things really quick. Thank y'all for tuning in again. I appreciate y'all support. I do this because I actually enjoy being able to bring you some news that maybe you'll be able to understand better than what they actually explain to you on the television. Okay. So before I jump into this child tax credit, and y'all know if y'all watch me, y'all need to start bringing a pen and a piece of paper because y'all ain't gonna be able to remember all this stuff that I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay. Hey, Love Rhodey. Hey, Kiana. Hey, Dwight. Hello, Carlos. Okay. So y'all know right now the FCC broadband program is out, and that's where you can get the little discounted internet. You can get all of that good stuff. But right now, and I want to get this to my people in. Let me get this name of this company real quick. Because I saw that they're offering $15 internet. And I'm like, I need that. Okay, so let me get this name for y'all real quick. And then I'm going to tell y'all where to go to get it. Oh, all right. So this is for anybody that's in Florida. All right. So if you live in Florida, it is called Florida Internet and Television. I am going to see if I can see if there's a better link for you. So if y'all have questions about stuff, I'm going to try to put it up after the live. Here it is. Okay. So yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Florida Internet and Television. Okay. And right now they're offering a discounted internet service for $15 a month. All right. So I will send you that link. I actually got this stuff from the Florida unemployment website. They actually got a lot of stuff up there right now. So I'm gonna look over it quickly, but I am gonna share with y'all what I find. All right. So I know y'all gonna ask me questions about this child tax credit. If you have not already, y'all know I gotta promote myself. Please follow me. Share my stuff, like my stuff on all my social media platforms. Okay, I'm on YouTube, where I do longer videos than what I do here with y'all. I'm on Facebook, which is where I like to post a lot more, and then of course I'm on TikTok to make the videos. Okay, so if you haven't already shared or followed or liked, I would appreciate if you do so. And now I'm gonna give y'all what y'all been wanting. It was this child tax credit info. All right, so I did post on the platforms my little 60 seconds or less video on what the child tax credit is. This child tax credit program is the premium tax credit. And if you have a child 5 years and younger, you are going to get $300 a month starting July 15th, ending December 15th. Okay. If you have a child that is 6 years old to 17 years old, you will get $250 a month per child from July 15th to December 15th. Okay, so that's pretty much the basic of what y'all want to know, right? And I know y'all got questions, so let me go through really quick. Let's see if anybody asked me any specific question. Okay. Hey, Lakeisha Dorsey, is there another grant? If you live in Florida, there's some grants. I'm gonna tell you, if y'all can look at my TikTok video, I'm gonna repost it on Facebook. But somebody called me today and said, you did a video on grants, but the grants were going by too fast. And I said, well, go to TikTok, download the video, and then all you got to do is save it in your phone and you can stop it and get the grant names. Okay. There is money for Floridians, people who are affected by COVID, individuals who live in certain counties in Florida. If anybody's watching from Martin County, there's money in there for you guys. And if you are low income and you need rental assistance, you need utility assistance, all of that is on the grants that I already put in the video. So y'all be asking me about stuff, but I already have it done. Okay. So that is already out there. Okay. All right. Somebody trying to call me on Messenger. I can't talk right now. Okay. Hey, Shaquelle. All right. Shalita says, hello. When are they? What did she say? Hello, when are they going to give us the money for the ones who pay taxes on unemployment? So everybody wants to know about this unemployment refund. And I go and look, and I have not seen any body talk about it on any unemployment page. Okay. So that tells me that everybody is kind of like, we're just waiting. All right. The same way we got to wait on these taxes and this stimulus is pretty much going to be the same thing with the unemployment refund. And I know a lot of people are waiting on that. But Shalita, I think you're talking about IRS, not with the state. So if you're waiting for your $10,200 exemption, and so you're waiting for IRS to be able to send you some money back, you have to check your status on where's my refund. And if it doesn't say anything that you like, that's unfortunate, but that is what is happening. If you got a tax topic 152 or tax topic 151, I would say that you're okay. That just means you're in the processing phase and it is coming. Okay. I don't know who watched me on TikTok last night. I do try to go live on TikTok daily now. And I'll answer those questions on TikTok in a minute, but I want y'all to understand that, if you filed for a stimulus check and you file for this tax season, you cannot go to get my payment. You have to go to where's my refund because it is now treated like a tax refund. So you have to wait. Okay. Unfortunately, everybody who has a complaint with the IRS, I got to tell you all the same thing. You got to wait, but you're more than welcome to call 1-800-829-1040 to get them on the phone. 1-800-829-1040. Dwight, I know you're watching, so if you want to type that for me, so for everybody, I would appreciate that. But 1-800-829-1040. You got to call them like 7:30 in the morning, because if you don't, you're not gonna get them on the phone. Okay. So they may be able to tell you more. What I am finding is that a lot of people are having the letters come back in the mail saying that you have an identity theft issue, and I'm gonna tell you now, if you have an identity theft issue with your account, if you are going to get that child tax credit payment, you won't receive it until you work out your identity theft issue. Okay. So I just dropped the gem right there. So somebody tag somebody, because I know it's somebody who's waiting or got that letter in the mail that said that the IRS needs you to call them to verify your identity, or you could do it online. But most of y'all don't have credit cards, right? So I know y'all know somebody that had that. So make sure you tell them. If you don't tag them, I wish you would, but let them know that if they are expecting to receive child tax credit payments, and this is for you guys too, if your identity theft issue is not settled, you will not get your payment. Okay. These child tax credit payments are not like stimulus. They don't have to give you an advance. Okay. So if they can stop from giving you one, that's exactly what they're going to do. Thank you, TH86, for putting that out for TikTok. So yeah, so if they don't have to give it to you, they won't. And they are finding reasons not to pay. So you got to make sure that you work out that identity theft issue. All right. So let me keep going to see if anybody got any other question for me over here. That's right, Chantella. Tell them to tap and share. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. All right. So 17-year-old. Sean Washington, and I'm assuming you're talking about the child tax credit. Let me drop another gem. Okay. I need y'all to listen to me, right? If you have a child that is going to receive the child tax credit, and they're 5 years old and they're going to be turning 6, you may receive an underpayment. Okay. I'm saying that again. And this is the same for 17. If you have a child that's 17 and they're going to turn 18 during the child tax credit, okay, after the first payment is received July 15th. So they're getting that information from your 2020 tax refund. So they may start you out paying $300 for your child that is 5, but then when they turn 6, they're supposed to get $250. It's supposed to go down. So now you may, at the end of the year, have to pay some of that money back because they paid you more than they should because your child changed age. All right. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody, but if I did, I'll say that again. Y'all know I'll be going off the top of my head a lot of times. So I can say things backwards, but 6 years, if your child is going to turn 6, or if your child is going to turn 18, those are the 2 ages you need to pay attention to, because you may receive more money in the beginning when you should have got less. And if your child turns 18, say your child turns 18 in September, IRS might not stop it. They may just continue to pay it because of how the system is. We see so much that has gone on right now, even though the website says one thing, a lot of times we see something different. So I'm just letting you guys know that could possibly happen and you could receive more money than you should. All right. All right. And that's only for 6 and 18. All right. Let me keep going. All right. So somebody says, Nayana says, will the child tax credit be direct deposit? The child tax credit will be direct deposit, or the method that you chose when you did your taxes. That is what the IRS is going to auto-populate into the portal. Okay, so when the portal opens, it hasn't opened yet, but they have been making strides to get the website and questions answered. So y'all see all this? These are all the questions I printed that they finally have posted. So the system is going to be auto-populated with the information that they got from your taxes. So if you didn't file your 2020 taxes, you're actually hurting yourself. Okay, so if that information needs to change, if your banking information needs to change, please change it at that time, because we don't know that you're going to be able to update it. The website says you'll be able to make changes throughout the year. I just don't believe it because I see so much that has happened. So I would tell you to make sure you get this right the first time so that you're not stuck not receiving any money. Okay. So yes. And if you got a paper check because you mailed your stuff in, the IRS has not stated that they're going to give paper checks out. Okay. I did not read that anywhere. So they may be strongly encouraging you to do direct deposit. And if you don't have a bank account, which you should, everybody should have a bank account. If you don't have a bank account, then you can easily go and get you a prepaid debit card. You can use your Cash App. You can use Chime. You can get a Green Dot card. There's no reason why you cannot have this money come on a card. Okay. But just know, if you get you get this money on a card, if that card is stolen, that's it. Okay. So I would at least tell you to at least try to get a Chime account. Okay. Or at least do it on Cash App, because you can at least lock your card if you lose it. Okay. But I'm not a fan of those prepaid debit cards because it's hard to get the money back if anything were to happen to it. But that's a whole nother topic. Okay. All right. So Lakeisha Dorsey says, is it another grant? $15K. The $15K, I'm assuming that you're talking about is the $10,000 for the targeted grant and the $5,000 for the supplemental grant. It's not new. It's been out. If you have not applied for the EIDL loan, you can, and you will get invited just by default. For applying for the loan, you'll get invited to apply for the grant. You don't have to take the loan. You could do the grant only, but just want you to know that you can get both. Okay. TT says, hello, what if I just amended my taxes and added my child? Will I have to wait for her money? Yes, TT, you probably are, because, and I'm going to tell y'all that's a good question. Thank you for asking that. So if you amended your taxes to add a child, one, you didn't have to amend your taxes to add a child for the child tax credit. Okay. So I'm going to say that again. If you had a new child, you do not have to amend your taxes for 2020 to add. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is add them in the portal when it opens. So if you're one of those type of individuals that you didn't work and you let somebody else claim your kids, this would be the time to go back and claim all of those children when the portal opens so that you can get paid for them. Okay. Now, here goes that catch-22. If you normally let someone else claim your children on their taxes, but you claim them to get the child tax credit, you cannot go back at the end of the year when tax season starts next year. Do not go back and let them claim them again, and then you just claim the ones that you had. I would not recommend. I haven't. I will do my research up until that time, but I would not do that. So if you don't plan on claiming them for the earned income tax credit, I would also not claim them for the child tax credit, because to me that is something that will raise a red flag, because you are filling this information in this portal, and they're paying you based off of the fact that you're going to file this same information at tax time. So that is a quick way to get red flagged and get audited. All right. So I'm going to say it again. If you want someone else to claim your children for the earned income tax credit, then that person should also claim your child for the child tax credit. Okay. So make sure that information is the same. That's just like the reason why people can't get this PPP, the SBA EIDL money, but they got the PPP. The SBA is where the majority of the money is, but people can't get it now because they didn't match their information. The information on the PPP and the EIDL is different. So that's going to hurt a lot of people, but we'll get to that when y'all ask me a question about it. So let me get back over here. Let's see. So I know I'm dropping some good information. Again, y'all can always share, follow me on all my social media. I appreciate it. Okay, Lakeisha, you say you stay in North Mississippi. If y'all want me to look up grants for your state, you will have to send those to me, not here, because I'm not going to be able to remember them. Florida, I already have those. I made a video about that. User says, are seniors getting any help? I'm not sure what help you're talking about. And I know some people are mad thinking that people with kids are getting extra money, but people with no children aren't getting any money. And I can tell you, it is cheaper to just take care of yourself than it would be to take care of yourself and children. So if a person has children, for some of y'all who getting mad about the single people are getting mad, I don't understand. If you want some of this child tax credit, go and get somebody's baby or go and have one. So I know some people are upset, but sorry. And then for the seniors, with your question, there isn't anything special for the seniors unless it's something that they already have going on. Okay. If you don't have health insurance, let me make my little side note, because I can't believe there's still people out here with no health insurance. If you just recently lost your job, and I know there are people that have, please let your friends know that they can go to healthcare.gov and sign up and get on a healthcare plan and get, y'all can get your teeth fixed. You could go in and get your, some people haven't even gotten exams in years. Go and get your annual exam. You don't have to pay the cost price to go to someplace when you can actually have insurance. Okay. Now they are going to ask you about your income. And if you're not working, that's fine. You can tell them what you anticipate to make the next year. Okay. You can tell them you anticipate you'll make this much. Now I wouldn't say $100,000 because that insurance is going to be sky high, but I would say something reasonable, close to what you probably been making, and get you some insurance. It is open for anybody to go and get some. Biden did that. They took away the to make making you wait. So if you lose your job, you can go and get you some insurance. Okay. Let's see. Angela says that the PPP is still going on in Alabama. I don't know why people calling me on while I'm on live. No, the PPP is not still going on in Alabama. The PPP is over unless you already have an application in. If you don't have an application that was in before May 31st, there is no PPP for you. Okay. Now there may be something coming, but I'm not going to talk about it because then I know everybody going to be inboxing me about it. So I'm going to wait until it develops, and then I'll tell you guys more about it. All right. Love Rody says, I haven't gotten my third stimulus. Can you please tell me when the next batch is coming? I have noticed that they send out, it seems like they send out money on Wednesdays and Mondays. Sorry about this. I don't know why everybody want to call me today or right now. That is just so rude. Anyway, sorry about that. I've seen Wednesdays and I've seen Mondays. The IRS always posts when they are sending out the next batch. So if you are curious, you really can just watch the news, because they may make no, they don't hide it. You can also follow them on Twitter if you like. I do, and they really keep me up with a lot of information. But they send out the batches at least once or twice a week. So they're coming, they're just very slow. And this is not just affecting you guys on the personal level. This is also affecting individuals who have businesses too. So it's a lot of people who are still waiting on their stimulus and their tax refund. Okay. All right, let's see. I need help about the EIDL. So I'll talk about that really quick. I'm not sure which help you need. But if you are putting in for that EIDL increase, that loan increase, you will have to prove what you put on that application. So the mathematics goes like this: your total revenue minus out your cost of goods sold. If you did the application, you would know what I'm talking about. If somebody else did the application, then I'm sorry, you would not know what I'm talking about. Okay. But you had to put something in revenue, and you had to put something in cost of goods sold, and they minus cost of goods out from the revenue, and what is left over, they now multiply by 2. And that is how you get that amount. Okay. So if you got $500,000 offer, then that means you put that you made to something to be able to get that high amount. Now, if your taxes do not show the same thing that you put on your EIDL application, you will be denied, even if you did an amendment. Okay. The SBA only has 7 days to process the paperwork and make a decision. So if they make a decision on what's in front of them. So I know some of y'all are excited because y'all in the review stage and all that. And I'm not trying to bust anybody's bubble, but I'm just giving you cold hard facts. And this is what's going to happen. If they don't have that stuff in front of them to verify, or you didn't do self-employment that year, you put zeros and you had all expenses, you're going to be denied. The only way you're going to be able to be reconsidered is you're going to have to apply for a reconsideration. Then they're going to require you to get that tax return. You know, the one that you amended, or the one, you know, the one that they can't see. They're going to want that tax return signed by someone in the IRS. So I don't know about you, but we can't get anywhere. We can't get in anywhere in the IRS around here. Somebody actually went to a local office. They came here and told me they went to a local office and bammed on the door and acted as if they were lost. And when they got inside, they told them, by the way, I need y'all to sign my tax return. So they did that, and they didn't make an appointment. But you may have to make an appointment, and some of these appointments are 30 to 60 days out. Okay. So if your tax returns don't match, you will be denied, and you're just going to have to do a reconsideration. Okay. So some people, and like I said, I'm not trying to bust too many people's bubble, but some people ain't going to get it. All right. Is HUD still helping with first-time home buyers? HUD is always going to help with first-time home buyers. That's what their job is. That's what they're there for. But if you're trying to get a first-time home buyer, you're trying to find a first-time home buyer plan or programs in your area, you could just start with your local housing office. Everybody has a housing office. Even if you're not on Section 8, even if you're not on or living housing, you can contact them and ask them about the first-time home buyer program. Okay, they have them. They have the local county programs. They have your state first-time home buyer programs. They have banks in your area that offer first-time home buyer programs, and they have national ones. Okay, they have NACA.com, NACA.com. Okay, I think it's .com. If it's not .com, it's .org, but it's NACA, and I think they're a great home buying assistance. Actually, they're actually funded by the government. So these are all nonprofits that actually want to help you get into a house. So there's money out there. You just got to find the one that fits you, that fits your budget, and and then proceed. And your credit needs to be right. So let's not forget that, because so many people the credit just is what's holding y'all up. Okay. All right. I got an email to attend a NACA home buyers. Woo, woo, woo. Look at that, Keidra. I was just talking about it. So, okay. She's going to the NACA home buyers workshop on 7/10. Is that where I'll find a lender? I'm a little confused on the process. So if you get invited to go to the Knock a Home Buyer workshop, which is awesome, a lot of people go. They usually have like, well, maybe not now because of the pandemic, but they usually have like hundreds of people there. And pretty much all they're going to do is they're just going to give you guys an overall class about what it is that they do and how they're going to help you. And then after that, they break you up, and then you get to sit down with somebody that's going to look at your credit. They're going to look at your credit and they're going to say, yes, you can get in, or no, you need to come back. So that's why I always tell y'all, don't be wasting these people's time. Come on and talk to me now. You could do the little credit review. I will tell you what needs to go and what can stay. And then you can go to see these people and you're not wasting nobody's time. Because I'll tell you with the Knock a Home Buyer workshop, if your credit is good, Kedra, you can get a house with them in like 90 days. So if your credit is good, when they sit down with you with the at the credit process, then you will move to the next stage. And then that's when they'll sign you a lender. They may have somebody on site. They may not. It's different with the pandemic and the location you're going to be. But if you pass credit, you're going to be in a house in 90 days. And if y'all don't believe me, you can just go to NACA, N-A-C-A on YouTube, and you can look at real live stories of people who bought homes right in their neighborhood and they got in like 90 days. Okay, so I ain't making this up. All right. It says, and do you get the child care credit if you didn't claim your kids? Yes, you could get the child tax credit if you didn't claim your kids, because the portal will be open so you can add your children. You will not be able to do it now because it's not open, but when it is and you didn't claim them on your taxes, yes. So I answered that. Did the portal open up for the inmates last 1,400? Hey, Mabu Charu, there is no portal for inmates for the 1,400. That will come automatically when they claim their 1,200 or the 600. The 1,400, if they don't claim it, it should still come. But I believe it's going to be delayed because most of the stimuluses are activated off of the other one. So when you file your taxes, it goes ding, they filed their taxes. Now we will go ahead and send this $1,400 stimulus out. So there's no portal. Hopefully they filed their taxes. And even though tax season has closed, you can still file taxes, y'all. All right. Don't let nobody, you can still file taxes. You may not be able to e-file them, but you can always mail them. All right. So tax season is not closed. Well, it's closed to be penalty free, but you can still mail. Now you might get hit with a percentage of a fee or you know, whatever they charge. I haven't seen them really do that. But the IRS can charge you a penalty for being late, but that's it. It's not going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars, especially off of a stimulus. Okay, so let me get to this child tax credit because I know some of y'all haven't asked these questions, but I'm gonna get to them. All right. So somebody asked me yesterday, can the child tax credit be offset? No, it cannot be offset. So if you owe child support, if you owe federal taxes, they will not be offset. If you owe student loans, they will not be offset, this child tax credit check. But y'all know it's always a but. But if you owe your bank account, and the money gets deposited into that account, they are allowed to offset your amount by what you owe the bank. So if you don't want your money coming into a negative account, when that portal opens, you need to update your information. All right. So I done dropped some more info. Y'all know I always like y'all to find somebody to share, find somebody to tag, because this is stuff that they absolutely need to know. Okay. So no, it cannot be offset for child support. No, it cannot be offset for taxes that you owe or for student loans, but it can be offset if you owe the bank money. It also can be offset if you are being sued by a creditor. And if they get the right to garnish your wages, they can offset your child tax credit. So what the IRS is saying is, which is what I always say, call your bank, because every bank is different. Some banks will let you continue to have a negative and will let you keep that child tax credit money because they know you need it. Some banks are like, I don't care, I'm gonna need my money. So if you are concerned, you need to just call your bank and ask them, what's your policy on being negative, you know, or if I have a overdraft or something and I get my child tax credit, are y'all taking it out or what? Okay, because they tried to do that with the stimulus, and somebody actually reported this one bank to the news, and when the bank got reported to the news, corporate got onto it, and they refunded everybody their money. So I will find out if you are concerned. And if you got one of these little small banks, like y'all know we got Launch, some of these smaller banks that are not really big, like the Bank of America's and Chase's, ask them. And definitely ask Navy Federal, because they don't play. Okay, so I would tell y'all to just go and see what they say. It cannot hurt. Okay. Erica says, when does the portal open? We don't know. I will tell y'all June 23rd is Child Tax Credit Awareness Day. So the portal should be open before then or by then. Okay. And that's only a week or so away. Are they giving older kids money 18 and up? The only people that are getting money are the parents or the taxpayers who have children 5 and below and 6 to 17. Nobody else is getting anything. Okay. Now, y'all asked me about the fourth stimulus. There has not been any voting. There has not been anything regarding the monthly stipend that y'all hear them talking about on the news. When the news don't got nothing to talk about, they just talk about stuff that's going to get y'all to watch them because they need the ratings. Okay. So there is no fourth stimulus. And I don't like to talk about anything that is not here, because why get y'all excited only to find out we ain't gonna get no more money. So I don't like to play with myself, and I don't like to play with y'all. So right now we only gonna talk about what we know is here, and that's just the child tax credit. So there is nothing else other than you waiting to receive your tax money. All right. Okay. So you're welcome to Best Jess. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lakeisha. It says, is there any help for people who have been evicted and now homeless? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I cannot say what area you are in, but you can text your zip code to 878-211. Now, everybody has a 211. Now, if you don't just want to call and you don't want to talk to nobody because you might be in a bad mood, y'all know, or your kids loud or whatever, just text them your zip code to 878-211. Now, if you get a message back saying that doesn't work for your area because it's not the same in all the 50 states, the majority of the states can do the 878-211, but not a lot of states do. There are a few states that don't. So if it doesn't, then you would need to call regular 211. And all you got to do is tell them you need to find out whatever homeless programs they have. They will give them all to you. And if you are operating through text message, they will text you all those programs for your zip code. If you want to know what the food kitchens and the soup kitchens are, the homeless shelters, text them all that and tell them to send it. That's what they get paid to do. They get paid a pretty nice penny. They're a nonprofit. They're there to help. So utilize those folks, because if not, people need job security. All right. So make them work. All right. Okay. So somebody asked about child support. Will the tax credit go to child support? Nope. Child tax, it will not go to child support. Not at all. So sorry, y'all who thought y'all were going to get that money from it ain't gonna be like the stimulus with the baby daddies. None of that. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about if you got to pay this money back. If you are married or you have a situation where you and the guy, the wife, whatever, y'all claim the child every other year, only one of y'all can claim this child tax credit. Okay. My because this child tax credit is what you are telling the IRS you're going to do again at the end of the year. The same kids I got on there, my address, none of that's changing. That's what you're telling them. Okay. When you go in that portal. All right. Now, somebody also told me not to say opt in for the portal. So technically, if you filed your 2020 taxes and you have children, you are automatically opted in. But I'm telling you, Shamika Saves is saying, even when that portal opens, go in there, because there's human error. Okay. Somebody might have changed the number or two on your taxes by mistake, and then you get less money, or they done increase the age. They might have made your child 18 when he really 17, and now you're not getting no money. So I would say, even if everything is correct, you need to go and verify. Okay. Like they say, trust but verify. I'm gonna trust you to do your job, but I'm going to verify. And that's what I want y'all to do too. I don't care if you opted in or not. Now, when the portal opens, you can opt out. But if you are automatically opted in, which most of you who have kids are, go verify your information. All right. Now, back to what I was saying. Only one person can take that credit. So if two people get paid, somebody has to pay it back. Because you can't do, well, I'm going to do the advance now, and then you do the credit later. No. That's why I said you got to make sure, if you are going to claim those kids to get this child tax credit, You better claim them at the same time to get this earned income tax credit. Now, y'all know the IRS only going to let you claim 3. Okay? They only let you claim up to 3 kids for the earned income tax credit. But for the child tax credit, it's unlimited. Y'all see how they flipping it on y'all? Y'all got to watch that, okay? So if you are one of those people that care about your tax refund at the end of the year, y'all need to think about if you want to get this money now, especially if you're somebody that let someone else have used the kids or not. And I hate to have to bring those type of situations up, but we talking real world situations, and I know all y'all know somebody. I know somebody claiming their cousin, somebody claiming their nephew. So y'all know what I'm saying. So y'all need to work out with these parents ahead of time, because I do not want to hear nobody else getting hurt and killed over this money. It's not worth it. All right. So get that worked out. All right. Let's see. Yours says, Kimberly says, I hope to get the PPP loan. I hope you get it too, honey. Y'all got until June 30th. If you don't get nothing by June 30th, that means they didn't process your stuff. And if you're sitting around waiting on a bank to contact you to give you money, you're wrong. So if you have some stuff that's pending and you ain't heard nothing in a while, it only takes you 2 minutes to send them an email to say, what's up? That's it. Find out where your stuff at, where you at in the process. Why won't my license go through? Why y'all want to accept my banking information? What's wrong with my PDF? That's the kind of stuff y'all need to be asking so you can get this money. Now, if you're not eligible for your second draw, don't waste your time. If you filed for your PPP with your 2020 taxes, you're only going to get 1 check. Now, if you file with your 19, you can get the first and the second. But if most of y'all file with your 2020, not even realizing it, because y'all heard about the PPP and y'all wanted to get in on some of this money. So now you only file with the 1, and now you can only get 1 check. All right. Let me see. It says, do you get the child tax care credit if you didn't claim your kids? Yes, you can add them. All right, hold on. I'm just going through to make sure I didn't. The first check will be July 15th. Hey, Sean. Thank you, Best Jess. All right, SSDI. Oh, that's a good one. So hold on, because I printed that out because I knew somebody was going to ask about that. All right. Let me say this too. What the IRS said. Your first check that you get on July 15th, that check will be based off of what you have on your 2020 taxes. So I read that question to their answer to say that even if you update your information in the portal, it may not reflect your changes until your August check. So I don't want y'all coming at me in July 15th saying, I didn't get the one for my new baby. I didn't get no money for my new baby. That's because you didn't have the baby on your 2020 taxes. So July 15th check will be based off of what was on the taxes. So that's why I'm telling y'all to file if you haven't, okay? And then if you made any updates, it will be reflected in your August check. No, they are not going to back pay you. I doubt it. Now, if you do get back paid, it will be back paid at tax time when you file your taxes, because you're going to have to do just like you did with the stimulus. You're going to have to report how much you got. And believe me, they're going to send you a letter. More than likely, that letter will be late, like the stimulus letter. So if you don't remember how much you got, please screenshot when you get those deposits. That's what I do. I screenshot them. I just save them in my photos so I can go back to it. Because you wouldn't believe how many people, when we did taxes, free taxes this year, how many people came and could not remember how much their stimulus was. And it ain't really been that long ago, but they have forgotten. So screenshot that and hold that. Your tax preparer will love you next year. All right. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to get back to that Social Security. Okay. For Social Security and individuals that receive VA disability, if you're one of those individuals that are considered a non-filer, all right. First, when the portal opens, there will be 2 portals. There will be a portal for you filers who have their 2020 information already auto-populated from your taxes. And then there will be the non-filer portal for individuals that didn't file or don't normally file. Now, if you receive Social Security, this is not for people that are the payees. This is for people who just receive regular Social Security. Their money comes on a card or it goes into their bank. If you're a veteran and you don't work, and you're getting disability, whatever the VA or the Social Security Administration has on file for your banking info, That is where that money is going. Now, if you're a payee for somebody, Social Security has your information. That's where the money would go. But it doesn't even matter because you wouldn't get paid for a dependent anyway. Okay. So, but if you are a parent that's receives Social Security and you have children, you will receive your money however you get your Social Security check. Same for VA disability recipients if you don't work. Okay. And I don't know if anybody new came, but I wanted to repeat this. If you have any identity theft issues, you need to get them worked out before the port, not even before the portal opens, before the money drops, because it won't drop for you. The IRS is saying, and they said it in like 3 areas, that if it's not corrected, we're not going to pay. And I don't know if the portal's going to close at a certain time. We don't know, because y'all know stuff changes from day to day. So you may not get the opportunity to do something. So if you're having identity theft issues, let me run through that right now. You're supposed to call and verify over the phone, all right, with someone at the IRS. If they sent you a letter, that's one thing. Or you can register yourself online at the IRS website, and you have to have a credit card, a mortgage, or student loan. They need something like that so that they have they can verify your identity. Okay. They're not just doing the driver's license and leaving it at that, because people are too good at that. So they need something that can better associate itself with you. Basically, they're gonna run your name and social through a couple systems to see if this is who you say you are, because most scammers might not have all that in-depth information. Okay. They're probably using LexisNexis to verify who you are. And so I would tell you that you want to make sure you have this worked out, or you won't get anything. You should, if you have any identity theft issues, you would know it because you received a letter from IRS telling you that they can't process your tax refund until you get it worked out. So if you're not sure, if you're one of those people that's having identity theft issues, you would know by now, because they sent you a letter already, not even giving you your refund. And that's how it's going to be from now on, because ID theft is becoming so rampant that they're going to hold your money until you can verify who you are. And that's not just going to be this child tax credit. That's going to be your tax refunds too. So they are going to start encouraging everybody to get that identity theft PIN. That 6-digit PIN that you have to do to file your taxes, that's what they're going to want you guys to start having from now on, because that's the only way you're going to be able to verify yourself. And that PIN changes every year. So it would be hard for a scammer to be able to pretty much live your life for you and you not know about it. Okay. So let me see. So I want to make sure you got that worked out. All right. Let me see. Now, if you do incur overpayment with this child tax credit, majority of you guys are gonna qualify for, what is it called? They have a payment protection. It's like, it's repayment protection. So as long as you, from what I'm reading, as long as you meet these income guidelines, and the guidelines are the same thing that made you qualify for the child tax credit, a single person making no more than 80,000, or a married couple, let's see, a married couple claiming 120,000. And then if you're claiming head of household, as long as you didn't make more than 100,000, if you happen to have an overpayment, you will not have to pay it back. It says you qualify for repayment protection. So that's a good thing. Okay. But remember, your tax refund still could be smaller this year. Well, next year, if you do the credit, it is refundable. You will have to report it, and it comes out of the balance. The stimulus didn't do that. Okay, so y'all hear us say refundable credit because the stimulus was too, but it's not applied the same. So y'all be prepared for that in case that does happen to you. It says who qualify for the grant you just spoke on. That's individuals who qualify for the SBA EIDL loan. Your business should be open by February 15th, 2020. Now the letters are saying January 31st, 2020. I would tell you, if you receive a letter saying that you were denied because your business wasn't open by January 31st, 2020, I would definitely do a reconsideration, because the pandemic wasn't called a pandemic until March. And they, based off of the wording of the letter and how they deny you, that's not true. So the date they're talking about is March 4th. But they tell everybody else you had to have your business open by January 31st. So if you got denied from them, I absolutely would argue that, because it's always been February 15th, 2020. And now all of a sudden it came January 31st. So argue that, okay? Sweetness Rose Clark says, if we wait to get the money at next year tax time, will it still be the max? Yes. This is a one-time $3,600 or $3,000 tax credit. They are trying, some senators are trying to make this permanent. I don't see that happening. And the reason why I don't see it happening is because you can even get this money even if you didn't work. So for those individuals who do self-employment, because some of those individuals who don't work and they file taxes with their kids, right, to get some money. So they usually file self-employment. You would also get this child tax credit even if you didn't work. So they give you money. You would have a higher tax return if you didn't claim your child tax credit now, to get it from July to December. Now, if you get it now, it's still going to be a lot, but the average person doesn't calculate it that way. They're not going to look at it and calculate it like now and later. So some of us don't hold over money from 2021 and calculate it in our tax return in 2022. So you have to make that choice. But yes, this is a one-time credit. You won't get it anymore after the next tax season that passes. Okay. All right. Y'all know I don't like to keep y'all late. What time is it? All right. So it's almost 8 o'clock. So if I file kids this year and I don't file them next year, how does that work with the child tax credit? I think I explained that already. LaTanya, about, so you need to claim them if you want to get the money. But however you claim them is how you're going to have to claim them again next year. My daughter, 19, full-time student. I file her. Will I get money for her? You won't get child tax credit for her, Sean Washington. Well, you could qualify for no, you will only get, you might get some earned income tax credit, maybe, because she's in school, but you can file her education credits, but you will not, her school credits for going to school, but you won't get any child tax credit because she's too old. And if you make more money than what is allowed for this new premium tax credit, you still will get the tax credit. You'll just get it at the lower rate, which is $2,000. So I don't know if you guys have been listening. Everybody's all mad about Jeff Bezos, the billionaire, and how he didn't pay any taxes, and then he claimed the $4,000 tax credit. Well, he had 2 kids, and he gets $2,000 for the tax credit. I claim it too. It's not his fault that he gets to claim it. The government didn't say that you can't get it at a certain amount of income, so he did what he was supposed to do. So you can too. So if you make too much money, you can't qualify for this premium, you can always just get the traditional. But there is no monthly payment for that. You can only get that at tax time. All right. Chantel says, Shamika, can you please tell me, just inbox me and tell me all about it. I won't tell nobody. I don't know I know what you're talking about, Chantel. Yeah, I'm gonna make some videos about this other money. I just don't want to put it out here because people are gonna go crazy about it. So I don't want to put it out right now. We don't know when the portal's gonna open. Mahara Ba. If you were denied for the EIDL, I would be quite curious to know what the reason that you were denied for. What can she do to fix it? Lakeisha Dorsey, I told my aunt I will ask you, but if someone did a PPP loan in her name, so if someone did a PPP loan in your name, okay, I did a video about that. You can go into my Instagram or my Facebook if you message me already, and I will send you the links. Because that is happening. Now, her aunt is on Social Security. You can tell your aunt she's going to be okay. You can receive Social Security and get the PPP. Why? Because the PPP is just a loan, okay? So that's no different than if your aunt went to the title loan place and did a car title and got a loan. They're not going to ask for that to be told on her income taxes because you're expected to pay a loan back. Now, this PPP just happens to have a forgiveness. She didn't know that, we didn't plan for it to be forgiven. The government gave us that option to make it forgiven. So tell her she's still going to be okay. Social Security ain't going to cut a check off or nothing. She just does need to report that fraud, and you can inbox me on Instagram, and I will send you the info of what you need to do. Okay, so because you definitely need to get it removed, and they got all your information all out there in public record, and half of it ain't even the truth. So some of y'all being lied on, or some of y'all finding out somebody being pretending to be y'all, and that ain't cool. So stop acting like you don't want to look at that PPP tracker because you don't want to be nosy. You better go be nosy and check yourself. Okay. Will the person you allowed to claim your child get audited if you add the child to the portal? They probably won't be audited for past years. The audits from past years just happen. But if you claim the child now and then they claim it at tax time, the system probably ain't even gonna let you do it. But that would probably get somebody audited. But I would say it might work the same way it does if you file taxes and someone else filed the taxes for the kids and you didn't know, and how the e-file system rejects it. I don't know this for sure, but they wouldn't be making us do all this if the stuff isn't already going to be in there. So I think that if you go and try to have somebody else claim your kids, it's going to be rejected. Okay. So I wouldn't even play with it. Just file your own, or make sure they file them, and y'all work out whatever y'all agreement is. Okay. All right. What if you've been claiming your niece and nephews for the past 5 years, but did not in 20 or 21? Can you still get the child tax credit? Hey, James, and James, you always have the best questions. So that's a tricky one. If you've been claiming them for the last 5 years, but you did not in 20 or 21, then you haven't been claiming them for the last 5 years because you haven't done it in the last 2 years. But I get what you mean. So you could put them in there. I haven't seen why you wouldn't be able to, but the problem you're gonna have is what's gonna happen at tax time next year. So if you claim them, you're gonna have to claim them at tax time next year. Not you and somebody else. Ain't no swapping. Okay. All right. Did the child support take the third stimulus? Child support cannot take the third stimulus. It is not to be offset. Okay. Let me keep going. How does one apply for the PPP application loan? Sean Cal is open. Abulay, if y'all need to contact me and you're on TikTok, please click the link in my bio and you can book an appointment and I can help you with whatever your specific situation is. Same for y'all. Ain't no link in the bio here on Facebook and YouTube, but all my information is there. So all you gotta do is reach out to me and we will get you scheduled so that you can get your own personal answers for your own situation. Okay. It says, what will you do if you still haven't received your tax money? You're gonna have to wait and keep checking on where's my refund. Now, if you checked and they said they paid you and you never got it, you need to fill out a form 3911 so that you can trace down your check. It's a payment trace. Okay. It's form 3911, form 3911. All right. You can fill those out. It might be a little tricky for some people because it is a little hard to understand at first. But you can do a payment trace. I can assist you with that too if you need to trace down your money. No, they're not doing a PPP, Maharaba. SSD with child. Do I get the credit? Yes, you get the credit. You need to go in the portal though, in the non-filers portal. Nick Muhammad. So I'm gonna say that since I know we've been on here for a little bit. But if you get Social Security, you're considered a non-filer. You need to go in the portal and you're going to go in there and claim, and add those children. That's if you don't file taxes. Okay. It says, how many kids can you claim and get the monthly payment for? I didn't see a cap for the child tax credit. But remember, IRS only going to let you claim 3 for the earned income tax credit. So if you put 5 kids down for the child tax credit, at tax time, you have to claim those same 5 kids, and 2 of them you're not going to get no earned income tax credit for. Now, to some people that matters. Some people don't care. They want to claim their children. But if that matters to you, then you need to work out with whoever you've been working it out with before and have them claim and get the child tax credit. And that way they can just claim them at tax time too and get the earned income tax. And then y'all break out or, do y'all swapping however y'all do. Okay. But that's what's going to catch a lot of people up because they're not hearing that. So y'all make sure y'all let them know that Shamika said, and I'm going to make a video about that too, just because I know that's a good one. All right. All right. Let me just keep going. Thank you, Sean, baby. I appreciate that. You said I have an invite. Also, if you have an invite, go apply. If you have an invite for the EIDL, please check your address and see if you're considered low income, because if not, you're really going to waste your time. They're going to deny you because of your address. So I actually had somebody who thought they lived in an upper crust neighborhood. And then when they put their address in, it was like, nope, you're considered low income. So when they send you that invitation, that link to see if your address is considered low income is on there. You got to read through it. I know people hate to read, but it's there. Okay. Thank you, Brenaya, for answering my question for me, hon. All right, I'm getting to the end here. Before child tax credit, can you add a baby that was born January of 2021, or all children that has to be born 2020 and before? Chantel, hey, how you doing? You can add new children. You can add brand new babies. When the portal opens, you can go in and add any new kids and you will be paid for them, okay? All right, thousands of people here. I wish it was thousands. I'm working on it one day. See, baby, when does the portal open? I'm gonna tell y'all as soon as it does. It's not yet. Do you know about the American Rescue Plan Act? Yes, ma'am. What I'm talking about is all a part of the American Rescue Plan Act. These are all changes that have come down from the approval of this third stimulus package, okay? Did they extend the PPP? Yes, for people who already applied before May 31st, not for new people, okay? Jessica Keller says, when does the portal open? I'll tell you. And if I got a loan on my taxes, am I going to have an issue like that with the stimulus? That's a very good question. No, you should not have any issue. And I believe that's why the IRS is doing this portal, is because they don't want you to have this late payment. They missed 8 million people the first time because of this, everybody getting these tax refund advances. So now they're giving you the opportunity to go in the portal when it opens to update your information. So if you don't get your check, and it's not because of identity theft issue, then it's because of you didn't do something right. Okay, now the IRS making it real easy. Y'all know with direct deposit, they send them like this. Okay, so make sure you go in there and do that. And you can get a green dot, use your Cash App, get a Chime bank account, hit me up. I'll send you an affiliate link. Okay, so I can get my referral fee for referring y'all. Okay, do you have to be currently employed to be eligible? Nope, you can be broke as a joke and still get it. Do people that are on SSI don't file taxes? Yes, you can still get it. You can go in the non-filer portal. I received an email about the targeted EIDL. Can you tell me anything? Targeted EIDL is easy. Let's see. If anybody needs to apply for the targeted EIDL, I have a video. Somebody allowed me the opportunity to go into their grant and do one. So I have a video. I will not post that online, and it's too big for me to send through to Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you need the video, just send me your name and I will tell you how to get it. If you're here on TikTok, go to Instagram and tell me you need the video and I will tell you how to get it. But I do have a video that walks you through it. And I'm doing it, giving it to y'all for free. I'm not even charging nobody, nothing, okay? Most people charge to do these. I'm giving it to y'all for free because it's really easy, at least to me, okay? So hit me up and I will send that to you. Still waiting on injured spouse tax refund and unemployment for married couples. Yes, yes. So I will tell you, if you are married and you are affected by the injured spouse, you will not have to worry about this with the child tax credit. Unfortunately, you're waiting for your refund. It usually takes anywhere from 6 to 9 months, but because of the pandemic, you might wait a year. I don't know, okay? But you won't have any problem with the child tax credit. You can still get that money, all right? Will the child tax credit affect your taxes at the beginning of the year? Yes, you're getting an advance of $1,800 or $1,500. So yes, it will affect your taxes. That is why if you don't need it, don't take it. Because if you're one of those, especially if you're one of those people that live for your tax return, there are a lot of people that wait hand and foot on for that tax return check. And if that's what you're waiting on, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And before I let y'all go, if you got your car written off by Santander and it's no longer on your credit, you will receive a 1099-C. Now, I don't know if Lux Expressions is on here, but we talked last night and she was saying about there's a form that you can go and you can put that you're indigent, and that means broke, or you're insolvent, which means you're broke, and you're asking the IRS to give you a waiver not to pay that 1099-C. The way I read it, it did not read that you can do that. But if you find that you cannot afford that write-off price of the car, then y'all just gonna have to come talk to me at the end of the year. I don't believe that's what that form she mentioned was used for. But I'm letting you know that it is expected that you add that 1099-C that you get from Santander to your income at tax time. Okay, that is how you treat a 1099-C. Okay, so that's going to happen. Are they still forgiving student loans? Yes, if you fall under the borrower's defense, yes. And if you get the borrower's defense and your loans are dismissed, you will not have to pay taxes. Excuse me, you will not get a 1099-C for those, and you will not have to add that as income. Okay. Jessica said my phone died. Can you please re-answer my question about me getting a tax loan? Will I have a problem like I did the stimulus? Really? No, you will not, Jessica. Thank you for coming back, though. No, you won't have any problem getting it. You'll be fine. Go in the portal and update your info. Chantel, I know you need that video. You know where to hit me up. Going in the inbox. I know when I get off, it's going to be a whole bunch. All right. So let me move on and finish here with TikTok. Will the child tax credit affect our taxes? Yes. What about the $25K down payment for homes? That is not approved yet. That is a Joe Biden first-time home buyer program. It's not approved yet. So you're going to have to use the regular first-time home buyer programs, and there are a lot. Is it true about the tickets? What tickets, KB Lindsay? And it said, Nick Muhammad says, my 18-year-old did not get any stimulus. My ex claims him. I'm on an SSI. Can he do anything? 18-year-old, he would have to tell your ex to file an amendment and to remove him, and then he can file his own taxes. But most parents are not going to do that. So, but you might be able to talk her into it. But that's the only thing that he can do to be able to get him some money. Can you send me the form to forgive? Y'all can't send messages here on my live. Y'all got to send them in my inbox, because once I close off of this, I don't look at this no more. So if y'all have requests, you're gonna have to send them. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, y'all got to message me. If you're on TikTok, you're gonna have to go on Instagram. So yes, Jessica, I will, but you're not here. You got to send that to me someplace else. Okay. Nikki Green, yes, you can opt out. What if you haven't worked this year? It doesn't matter. If you got your letter, only one Chanel, thank you for bringing it up. If you got your letter from the IRS talking about the child tax credit, they're already letting you know what your payments are going to be. So if you disagree, that is when you need to go in the portal. So for those people that I said you're already opted in, which is most everyone who filed with children. If you got that letter and something's not right, that portal is when you go and change that. If not, what you got on that letter is what it's going to be. All right. So if they don't have all your kids on there, that's because they went by your taxes, and you're going to have to go and add them. All right. I claim my daughter, who is 7 months on 2020 taxes, but did not receive the stimulus check for her. Then if you claimed your daughter who was 7 months, then you need to go to get my payment to get the stimulus. And I'm assuming you're talking about the $1,400. But if you haven't gotten your tax refund, that's why you haven't gotten your stimulus yet. So it's coming. But if you got any questions, Kelly, you can always click the link in the bio and we can talk and see if we can't get it worked out. Hey, Melissa, we got good things coming for these people. We're going to be getting on some Bitcoin, some cryptocurrency for you guys soon, but I'm going to stop right there. We're going to talk about too much more for right now. Okay. If you didn't get your stimulus, is it too late to apply? Never too late to apply for the stimulus. You can always claim it. You can always claim it up until the end of when the next tax season comes. You can't go back and claim the $1,200 or $600. It's over. Okay. So if you didn't claim it, you need to. So if y'all need to go and beg y'all parents to do an amendment to take y'all off, y'all might want to do that. So some of y'all can get y'all $1,800 that didn't get it. Okay. Are you going to be able to change the direct deposit when the portal opens? Yes, you will be able to. How can I change I don't know what A is. Oh, your address. So if you want to change your address, you should be able to do that. The portal, well, let me see what they said, because they said, if you need to change your address after the payments start, that's what it was. If you need to change your payments after the payments start because you move or something like that, you will have to do it the good old fashioned traditional way, which takes forever. So in other words, can y'all please stay where y'all stay from July to December? And if not, have your mail forwarded to a mailbox or get Get informed delivery so you can at least see what mail is coming to you. So if you move and you're missing mail, you would have been able to see it because they'll scan your mail to you every day and it's free. Okay, the post office has it. All right. So they're gonna make it hard. So we don't want you to miss any mail, especially those letters showing how much money you got from the child tax credit, because y'all gonna need that to take that to your tax preparer, because I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna remember the amounts. What does it mean if the PPP is in second review? It means just that. There is secondary review. Maybe something didn't look right and they're looking over it again. But that's it. Let's see. How do I get my stimulus if I didn't get any? You got to file it on your taxes. You got to go file taxes ASAP to get that. Thank y'all for sharing my video. What if you lost apartments or home? Do you have any information? We would have to talk about that offline to see exactly what the situation is, but I will be able to get you your answer. Okay. Taxes not processed for married couples with injured spouse tax refund. Will we get unemployment refund? So we talked about the injured spouse. Injured spouse takes a little longer than normal to come. It is coming. And and y'all sending me messages right along the line. Thank you. I will send y'all messages, y'all these videos back. Okay. And the unemployment refund, that's going to be based off of your state. You're going to have to call them to find out when they're going to stop processing it, because every state is different. Barbie Morales says, question, if the child tax credit, if you have 3 kids over the age of 6, you get $3,000 each, right? Yes. So it's a total of $9,000 total. Yes. Do they pay you that by December or no? No, you're only getting 50% of that money. So you will only get 15, 15, 15. Okay. So you're going to get $4,500 total, not at one time, but it's going to be broken up in payments. So you will get $250 times 3, which is $750. Barbie, sorry. You will get $750 a month from July till December 15th. That's it. You claim the other portion of the tax credit at tax time. They're not going to give it all to you up in front. If they give it to y'all up front, y'all ain't even going to file taxes. And they know that, because they're going to be like, y'all ran off on the plug, and they're not going to let you do it. That's why they're only giving you some, and you can't go too far. All right. Let's see. When are they sending them out? July 15th is the first one. What if you work and limited due to COVID and now still qualified? Single person, no kids. Well, if you're single with no kids, you wouldn't qualify for this anyway. You gotta have children for the child tax credit. And if I'm missing what you're saying, Neil, hit me up in Instagram and I'll try to answer that. I wish they would send my unemployment. I wish they would too. I wanted them to pay y'all, seriously. But 17-year-old is doing an 8-week job for the summer. Do I file him and his 1099 as regular? Yep, nothing's gonna change just because he's working. You're gonna claim him as a dependent. Because I'm sure you would get whatever earned income tax credit for him. You're gonna have him now, since he already got his $1,400 stimulus, you won't have to let him file for himself. 17-year-olds can go back to being claimed by the parents. It's when they turn 18 is when you can cut them loose. Okay. But only for 2020 did 17-year-olds file their taxes on their own to try to get some money. Some did. Okay. All right. No problem, Barbie. Thank you very much for asking. All right. Let's see. Can you change your bank info? Yes, when the portal opens. Can a person on SSI get PPP? Yes. Latanya Dorsey, I answered that. I will send you the info and send me a message in Instagram. What about if you haven't gotten any? What about if you have not unemployment benefits? I don't understand that one. I'm sorry. I answered that. Are they going to send the money unemployment? The money from unemployment is coming. Y'all know it's slow. I'm just looking to see if I missed anything. Should you opt out if you didn't work this year? No, because you can still get it even if you did not work. So you could still get it, but that's up to you, but you still can. Can you get the money in one payment? No, it is a advanced monthly payments. They know y'all gonna leave if they pay y'all all at one time, and we don't want y'all running nowhere. Okay. All right. So let's see. My son will be 18 in August, and I don't want. So if you don't want to claim it, you can opt out. But remember, and I'll run through it really quick. If you have ages 6 to if your children are turning 6 or they're turning 18, you got to make sure you pay attention, because you want to make sure you don't get an overpayment. Some of you might, because the money may already be stuck at a certain amount to be paid to you throughout the whole 6 months. If it is, you just will have to do, they will probably take it out then again, they're saying there's a repayment protection. So we're just gonna have to see. The IRS will make things clearer as we get closer to tax time. Okay. So I don't want to keep y'all. PPP application secondary review. It means just what it says. Yes, I probably am skipping. I don't want to stay on here all night with y'all, and I apologize, but I do have a link in my bio, and you can go on there and you can ask me any question you want, and I will answer all your questions. I will even respond with a video. But I can't stay here. I've been at work all day, and now this is work, and now I want to go home so I can relax just like y'all. I want to watch TV too. Okay. So sorry if I already asked with the child tax credit if parents claim alternating years. Yeah, so parents claiming alternating years. Only one parent needs to claim because somebody's gonna have to overpay if you both get it. If you claim the child tax credit, you need to make sure you're also claiming that child for the earned income tax credit, because if not, you will have to pay. If you are in Florida, I am going on my Facebook and I am going to put out the $15 internet and a bunch of other stuff that is open up, and it's some goodies here. Okay, make sure y'all follow me on Facebook so you can see my story. I will put it there. I will put it in my Instagram story too. And but I'll make the videos on TikTok and YouTube. I know it's so crazy. I got to post all over the place. But anyway, thank y'all for staying with me tonight. I appreciate it. Link in the bio for you, but TikTok people, send me a message in my on Facebook, or most of y'all from YouTube, y'all email me or call me. But I'm available to assist. Thank y'all again, and I will see you next week. On TikTok, I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, but I'll see y'all again next Monday with more info. Okay. So thank y'all. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you again soon. Okay. And Sharon Renee, that's a tough question. We need to talk about that one offline. We don't want to put all your business out there talking about no custody right now. All right. So let's talk about that one offline. Okay. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.